After we have added the EtherCAT master, right? Here you can do some change it. Okay, nothing important here. Okay, yeah. If you want to like Don mentioned just now, if you want to change the cycle time, you can just change it here. Like maybe if I want it to run for at 4 milliseconds. Okay. So then for EtherCAT master right now, you only have a master, but you don't have any EtherCAT slave. But if let's say you want it to connect with your EtherCAT slave, there is two ways you can do it as well. The manual way, or of course you can try to just scan it for device. When you scan for device, okay, I haven't downloaded it. Okay, then can I scan or I need to run it? Yep. Okay, you can find, actually you find some EtherCAT slave, but right now it's still telling you that the device is not found in the repository. Okay, this is because we do not have the identification file for the CMMT inside my laptop. That's why it's telling you that you don't have it. Okay, so what you need to do then, it's same like just now when we add for the PLC, we need to go to our support portal, but this time we need to know like which product we are looking for. So in this case, we are looking for CMMT AS, right? So you just search for CMMT AS, and then in the software, you need to look for the maybe just control find
XML.
Yeah, for XML, yes, XML will works, but for other, let's say like for remote I/O, normally we use XML, but for CMMT, because it's more to like a whole package, so we would recommend to use the target support package. Actually would be better because let me show you. Okay. So we will download the XML as well. Where is it? Oh, I'm not used to looking at the big screen. Let me see here. Okay, so we just download the latest version of XML. Then we can also download the function block here, the soft motion function block. Okay, so this is, let's say if we are using the soft motion. Or we would also have point-to-point. Yeah, but then this again, this is more to CMMT already. Okay. I will explain it later when we go to the CMMT sections. For now, maybe I will just try to add this in first. Means I need to go to my device over here, tools, device repository, and then I need to install the XML file. Okay. Yep. So if it's installed, then if I scan now, you should be able to see it already. Yep, there's a CMMP. So we can just copy all and then over here. But okay, so now the thing is, especially for maybe for newer people, like you have an XML, right? But they may not know how to use it with, I mean, how to make this to work with the soft motion. Yeah, because right, we need to add like soft motion, CIA axis, right? So like maybe for Richard, he doesn't know how to do that. Yeah, so which is why we also in Vessel, right, we also have the package that for the soft motion package. So we can just extract it. Okay, so we have the package and we will install the package. it looks different than what we installed the package just now, right? Because this is the Cordasis when they upgraded to the XV16 and the whole the whole interface is different. Okay, so we will want to install the package. Soft motion. Okay. Okay, just save this.
Oh, we need to wait.
Yeah, again.
Okay. But to install it, we need to close the courses, right?
Yes, they asked us to close for this new version 3.5.8.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so now if let's say we scan again. Okay, so for let's say if we want to use with our CMMT, right, sometimes scan may not be that useful because as you scan, right, it will only give you the most standard XML one. But for maybe for Richard, it could be difficult to use. So what we can do is you add a device, then you look for CMMT. Okay, then we have soft motion here. Okay, so this is, or we can straight away use the CMMT AS MPS1 soft motion package. So you just add the device, it will be the already configured correctly drive. Yeah, so it's but this, of course, this case is if you are using for soft motion. But if let's say you want to add for the point to point, right, it's the same. There is a point to point one that package that you can use. So because the difference is that these are the already configured one, so you don't have to do a configuration again. And sometimes customers or like maybe ourselves, we may done it wrongly. Okay, then if let's say we already have the slave, we just download. Oh, why is there so many errors? Why not have the library? Okay, so like just now after I download, everything will be run, and then basically this is where we can control the drive already. Okay, but of course the code inside later I already now I'm just showing the basic of Cortesis first. When I teach I think it's next week when we teach more about the CMMP, then we'll go deeper into like how to control the drive. Okay, so then for Richard also, do you know about the different type of variable type like Boolean? Yeah, you know, right? Okay, then it's okay. So I don't have to. Yeah. So there's a different. I mean, for the program, right? You can put the variable actually like straight away inside here. Okay. Like in the program like POU test, or like you can just define a variable like test boolean here, or you can use it in variable global variable list. So for example here, GBL. So you just correct GBL. So then you can just put in like testing boolean, and then when you've done this, right, you can. That means you will be able to use your GBL inside the program. Okay, and what else is there? Okay. The other ones maybe while you are using it, you will learn more about it. But I think one thing that you should know is we have a visualization for our PLC. Okay, so you can add a visualization manager. So visualization, because for example like Siemens PLC, they do not have a web visualization. If let's say you want to view like the visualization of the PLC, right? You need like for Siemens you need like a HMI or whatever. But the good thing about our PLC is that it supported web visualization. So that means you can add like visualization here. Like you could add like maybe like controls. Where is the button? I don't know where's the button. Is it in here now? Okay, so you could add like a button in the visualization. Then of course the button you could do it like something like input configuration here, right? So for example, when you click on the button, it will toggle the variable of what you have configured, the testing here. Okay, then we add another, maybe just display. Okay, let's see if it works. I don't know. Manly expression. Why? What is wrong?
You need to tick the box that
Is it? I don't know. Let's try.
I think there's some error you can check.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see why it is not correct.
Could you go online and click on the variable?
Maybe it's this one, maybe. I don't know.
Mình thử cái này chưa?
Ừ.
Mình thử cái này chưa?
Cái này cái kịch.
Không coi có gì hả?
Okay, yeah. So now, for example, like there's a web visualization that we can do this. So just now I didn't do. It was because I haven't added web visual. Okay, so and what does this mean, right? Is that okay? If let's say most of our Festo product we have a web server, so you can just come to here and then you will be able to look at some details. Okay, now we have a configuration error. It's because I missed a step just now. Although I show it like, but it was in an earlier one. Okay, because I didn't add the device here. So. So this is we can also configure it like manually to make sure that the configuration is correct, or else it will show an error. So I'm not sure why we couldn't scan it just now. I think it's because I don't have the latest target support package in the Codesys XT18. Just now 16, you see that we can do it, right? Because I already installed the support package, but not in the 18. So that's why I just added in manually. So when everything is fine, you see the web server now here is showing everything is okay just now. If let's say you are configuring, you didn't configure it, right? Like you didn't configure ADI or DO, you can still run the BRC, still run no issues. It's just that you cannot control the DO, and then it will tell you that there's an error. Okay, so then over here you can go to Codesys. There's a visualization. This is where you can see the web visualization. Okay, so like we have the web visualization, so I can just toggle the GBL testing that I have configured. I mean the way that I have done it just now. Okay.
So from yesterday you showed me the web server is from web visual?
Yes, correct. For the FEC, yes, we do it on the web visual. Okay, so then library is, if let's say these are all the default library that you'll be using, but sometimes it could be that, like for example Festo, we have our own library. Let's say the P2P point-to-point library, because when we are using point-to-point, we need to have a library to run the CMMT. I'm not sure. Yeah, for example, here we have the CIA point-to-point library. So in this case, then you will need to like sometimes you need to add the library, like you select the library and then add it in order to use like certain function block. Okay, if not, then you might not have the function. Okay, so yeah, also like not just that, like for example library, we also have certain, like if let's say we have the point-to-point, like okay, we have a template web visual. Like I'm not sure if this, I think this is for point-to-point. I forgot this is for point-to-point or for Modbus, but like we have a lot of library that you can all find it in the support portal. Like okay, for example here you see there is some function block here, there's a soft motion, there's a P2P function. Like if let's say we downloaded this function block, then you will need to add them into the library in order to use it. Yeah. So yeah, for the basic, more or less that's all for it. There's still a lot of things that can be done, but I think maybe that there will be too much to just teach you all of it today. Yeah, maybe but the one maybe for later. But for now, I think perhaps you guys can try, especially Richard, because you do have experience on this. So maybe you can try to configure a new one and then connect with this PLC. Yeah. Yeah. And I will set up okay, we have a CMMT here. I'll set up this one to EtherCAT slave as well. So you can try to, like adding a different EtherCAT one you can try as well, like with this CBX ABA here. Okay? Okay, then